There are moments in sports history that make you stop and think, did that really just happen? UConn's legendary head coach, Geno Auriemma, is no stranger to controversy, but his latest comments about Paige Bueckers? Let's just say, they've got the basketball world buzzing. After UConn's 80-76 loss to Tennessee, a game that marked his first defeat against the Lady Vols since the Pat Summitt era, Auriemma did something few saw coming. He put his own star player on blast. And it didn't sit well with fans or analysts. But was this a wake-up call for Paige? Or did Geno just shake the confidence of his best player at the worst possible time? And with March Madness on the horizon, is there more trouble brewing for the Huskies? Stay with me because this story is just getting started. Let's rewind for a second. February 6th, UConn, the powerhouse of women's college basketball, walks into Knoxville to face Tennessee. Auriemma and the Huskies hadn't lost to the Lady Vols since the days of Pat Summitt, but on this night, history took a different turn. Tennessee pulled off the 80-76 upset, handing UConn their third loss of the season. Paige Bueckers? She finished with 14 points, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds. Solid numbers, sure. But for someone of her caliber, someone who's supposed to be the leader of this team, it wasn't enough. She struggled from the field, going just 5 of 16. And when the Huskies needed a spark in the clutch, it just wasn't there. Then came the post-game press conference. And let me tell you, if you were expecting Geno Auriemma to protect his star player, think again. When asked about Paige's performance, his response wasn't exactly a pep talk. Paige wants the ball in her hands all the time, then when they trap her, she doesn't want the ball in her hands. Oof, that's not what you want to hear from your coach after a tough loss. And basketball analyst Rachel DeMita? She was not having it. Rachel DeMita called it straight. This is not the first time Geno has seemingly thrown Paige under the bus, but it honestly seems to be only this season. And she's got receipts. In the past, Geno was Paige's biggest defender. Remember when he backed her up while taking shots at Caitlin Clark? Yeah, those days seem long gone. But here's where it gets even more interesting. DeMita pointed out something many have noticed but few have dared to say out loud. Auriemma rarely takes accountability himself. When was the last time you heard him say, "I could have done things better"? Probably never. As a coach, leadership isn't just about calling out players, it's about shouldering responsibility, whether you're at fault or not. And DeMita made one thing clear. There were better ways to talk about Bueckers' struggles without making her look like the problem. Now, let's think about this from Paige's perspective. You're already dealing with the pressure of being the star, carrying a historic program on your back, and trying to bounce back from a tough loss. And instead of hearing words of encouragement, your coach puts you on blast in front of the entire basketball world. That's not just frustrating, it's deflating. And here's where things take a turn. With all this drama swirling, another major question came up. Was Paige even thinking about coming back for another season? For months, speculation has been swirling about Bueckers' WNBA plans. Would she stay another year at UConn? Or would she take her talents to the pros? Many believe she wasn't thrilled about the idea of being drafted by the Dallas Wings, who hold the #1 pick, and some thought she might stick around to chase that elusive national championship. Well, she just set the record straight. Yeah, that's the plan. With those words, she confirmed that she's heading to the WNBA. It shouldn't have been a shock, she's hinted at it for a while. But the timing? Right after Geno's harshest public criticism of the season, it felt significant. So now, the question isn't just about UConn bouncing back from a loss. It's about Paige Bueckers proving that she's ready for the next level, that she can lead a team under pressure, that Geno's words won't shake her confidence, and that she's still, without question, one of the best players in college basketball. But here's the real cliffhanger. Will Auriemma regret how he handled this? If Bueckers goes off in the next game, shuts down the criticism, and makes a statement heading into March Madness, what will Geno say then? Or, if UConn struggles again, will he double down on the tough love? One thing's for sure, this story is far from over. So what do you think? Did Auriemma cross the line with his comments? Or was he just trying to light a fire under Paige? And more importantly, can Bueckers and UConn silence the critics before March Madness begins? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this conversation is far from over. So if you love this video then hit the like button and subscribe the channel for more news. Love you gang.